welcome to the KVJ ATS Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Well, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is June 1st, first day of hurricane season. Did you check, see if we have any hurricanes barreling in at us?
I don't think we have any yet.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
No, I'm not there.
If there was a hurricane coming, oh my gosh, that's so much dinosaur stuff to put in my house.
Dude.
Yeah.
You got to call good grief.
I do.
There's absolutely no way you can move your dinosaur garden by yourself.
There's a lot of dinosaurs, and they would absolutely be thrown through the sky. I've seen one fly by before.
Thought you mentioned that because it's actually National Dinosaur Day today, too.
Accidentally topical.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Yeah, Jbird, also today is the day where you get your medical clearance. Now, are you feeling all the way back, or how you doing? Because it looks like you're limping a bit.
The good news is I'm starting to run, which is great. All that's positive. I got weak ass ankles, and I wasn't.
Oh, it's the ankles, huh?
Yeah, they roll over when I run sometimes, or and if you're jogging, and sometimes in my neighborhood you'll have little potholes, and you gotta be careful with the holes and the lawn. Anywhere near a canal, there's all kind of divots, and so you got to be careful with that.
So what was the place that you were running where you hit the pothole? Was this like a field, or what was it? Yeah,
it's a field, but my first round of trying to run, I run through somebody's dog poop with my bare feet.
Yeah.
You're not doing it right.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm
barefoot.
Well, I'm trying to nature. Yeah, well, they should have picked up the dog poop in my defense, but you're right, and I'm hoping it was dog poop. I'm hoping.
Do you have sneakers?
Well, I like the feel of the grass. It's a meditation kind of a thing I'm doing. Bro, I'm weird.
I like the feel of the dog poop between my toes.
The squishiness. You still get that with a shoe, Virginia. It's not the same.
Yeah, and that does suck when you go, I hope it's a dog.
Yeah.
Not human.
I mean, I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah, you gotta watch them holes out there. It's kind of crazy. So,
but yeah, I think my body's a little weak because I'm out of shape. So I'm just moving around because I'm sore. I'm getting back strong.
Okay,
We're good.
All right. You said you're dying to hit ball with a stick.
So today's my day to clear. I'm able to finally swing a bat and hit a ball.
You'd be so proud. I went to a baseball game over the weekend.
What did you do?
FSU baseball.
That's a big, great program. They take their baseball very seriously.
Yeah, this is playoffs now too, right? So it was a regional, I believe.
It was very intense. There was people yelling at the umpire and booing him and screaming. And I was like, oh, this is fun.
Do you know who they were playing?
Okay, their logo was a chicken, but it was blue.
Okay.
I think it was a Carolina something, but it wasn't the Gamecocks. I know them.
Okay.
It was a blue chicken from the Carolinas. Am I close?
Yeah, it's the Carolina Blue Chickens. You nailed it.
I don't know their name.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was intense. There was people screaming in the crowd at the umpires and booing them, and then they almost ejected the coach.
Yeah, they're playing Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina, that's it.
Yeah, it's a weird name that they have, and it's not like a traditional type of bird. Yeah, they
Is it a chicken? It kind of looks like a chicken cousin, maybe.
Yeah, it's the Chanticleer, I guess.
What?
It's a proud and fierce rooster.
Okay.
Inspired by Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. That's an interesting mascot.
Pretty sure somebody's got a rooster in my neighborhood.
I love a rooster. I wish I was allowed to have them. I think they're cool.
Yeah, the Chanticleer it looks like a jacked rooster is what it looks like.
Okay.
That they've done, at least in the logo. I did see Miami Hurricanes. They lost to Troy in the Gainesville Regional on Sunday, and I think they're the number 2 seed as well going into the whole NCAA baseball tournament. So they have not reached the College World Series since 2016. So I got a bit of a drought going on.
We'll go hit some balls with me later.
I don't know if I'm a good hitter. I think I'd be better at pitching.
Okay, well, he wants to hit. You want to pitch. So
Yeah. I'll pitch, you hit.
I believe me, I've done this in my head before. I've put everybody on the show where they would play, where they would bat in the lineup. Virginia, I always had it as a fiery, spicy, just second baseman leadoff hitter, Kev.
Okay.
Talking shit to everybody.
I love to talk shit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my family was busy watching a lot of the French Open over the weekend. They love tennis. And unfortunately, Coco Gauff, she lost in the third round to Anastasia Potapova. And you can tell with, I watched enough of Coco Gauff now, she starts making errors that are not typical, and you can see the expression on her face. She has not gotten to that point where she can get out of her own head. She gets clanked.
Well, she's young.
She's 21, I think, right? And so you can see that when she starts off, immediately I was like, she's not going to win. And I could tell this was like, I think within the first point. And I was like, I've just seen enough of her. I'm like, it's not her day. And sure enough, she just kept hitting easy shots that should have gone in that would have made a world of difference in the match. She wasn't hitting them. And I'm like, and you could see her face. I'm like, she can't get out of this tailspin. She's tailspins, gone. So I did say Naomi Osaka, though, she advanced, and she trains a lot in Boca and Lauderdale. And then Sabalenka, who's the number one seed in the world, she lives in Miami. She got a place in Miami, so she's in South Florida a lot, even though she's from like Belarus. So, yeah, we spent a lot of time doing that. And then soccer over the weekend, and they're getting ready for the World Cup, too. I saw Argentina with Lionel Messi just landed in Kansas City like yesterday.
Does your son Cannon get into the World Cup?
No, he does not at all.
Just you and the Queen?
Just me and me.
Oh, just you and you. Oh, you said we.
Yeah, no. It's just, I mean, it's all the voices in my head, you know.
I know.
Because I got to be my own best friend a lot of times, you know, because I'm kind of man alone on many things. Yeah, so, yeah, nobody's into it but me. But, yeah, I checked a little bit out. I'm kind of pumped. I was trying to talk my wife into going. She's like, she actually kind of was like, okay, well, let's see if you can find affordable tickets. Maybe we check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is, man.
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe. Yeah, there's so much energy in these soccer stadiums, and they take it seriously.
I had fun at the baseball game, and you know how I don't love baseball. I love drama. I love excitement and energy, and there was a lot of that. The fans were fired up. The coach either got ejected or almost got ejected, and there was all kinds of screaming and yelling.
At the umpire.
Yes.
That gets the crowd into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's exciting stuff. I mean, there is some good stuff happening right now in sports. NBA final starts on Wednesday, and the Stanley Cup final starts on Thursday. So got some good stuff going on this week. And are you pumped? The Marlins are going to be home this weekend.
So pumped.
Yeah, I figured.
Go fish.
Yeah. I know one thing Jbird is pumped about. You said you found Zeppelis, and it might be your new favorite dessert.
Oh, my gosh. We went to Sicilian Oven over the weekend. Me, Honeyface, Klepto, and his wife, Crystal.
Love them.
Klepto. Yeah, but we love them, too. And I'm not kidding you, I know it's going to sound like I'm pandering because I endorse them. It was so friggin' good, Virginia. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Zeppelis, they're the same as the beignet. It's a fried dough with powdered sugar, and it's so good.
I think that's the best dessert out there. I'm not even kidding you.
It's
just
legit.
that type of dessert in general.
Legit.
It is a legit. Oh, Fat Kevin would love it.
It says they range from light, fluffy dough balls similar to donut holes to piped ring-shaped pastries. They are commonly deep-fried or baked and dusted with powdered sugar or filled with crispy pastry creams.
Yeah, the cream that you dip it in is so good.
Dippy cream?
Yeah, it was dippy cream, dog. You know, I am a dippy slut.
There is something about that. My son, we got some Domino's yesterday, which is, you know, it's still solid. We get the thin crust, and I'm like, all right, it's pretty good. But he loves those cinnamon twists, and he gets extra icing, which it's those cups of icing.
And he eats like a young man.
Yes.
and house the whole thing in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was wild. He got a whole big stack of pancakes, and we're like, well, he's not going to eat pizza then, because we're like, dude, we just ordered pizza. And he then housed half a pizza.
Wow.
He's got that teenage hunger.
Gosh, man, I was like, I don't know if I could eat that in 3 days.
He got puppy feet. He's not done growing. I feel like he's still going to be growing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He seems like he's kind of peaked for a little while, but we'll see. Maybe. You never know. Sometimes you get a little bit older and you hit second growth spurt. So we shall see.
So there's still a shot I could be taller.
Oh, no, I think you're done.
Yeah.
Now for you, what happens is called shrinking.
Yes, I get shorter and my balls get longer.
Well, your balls just get heavier, and so I think they're dragging you down.
They do. They can.
I didn't get to see it, but they did feature Don Ramon Friday on that Diners and Dives and whatever it is.
Nice.
Guy Fieri on Food Network. I think it was Friday.
Legendary restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cool that, with that show, I think it's 6th this season in South Florida that he's featured because, he's down here. He stays here during the season. So
it's a lot easier to film in your backyard.
Yeah, but it's a great benefit for all these restaurants. I mean, the publicity, and then people start flocking to their joint. I mean, look, we need to spread the love a lot more.
Especially in summer.
Yeah. And in fact, I got a text today, and we need to get out and do some more as well. I need to go out and check out some more restaurants because somebody said they went to Motec that we'd done a video on in Boca, and they went for a date this week, and I said it was amazing.
Good.
Yeah, it's solid. They're doing some good stuff in that little Boca corridor. Yeah, I see they're going to be adding some new restaurants in there as well.
I love it.
Yeah, they're doing good stuff. Now, Jbird, you're worried that with the closings going on, some places are trying to give it another run. We were talking about that last week, like Hooters and Sweet Tomatoes might be trying to make a comeback, but you're worried you're hearing that the Melting Pot has been closing locations.
I can't tell. Is this real?
I have heard that as well. I think maybe as a chain, they're struggling.
Huh.
It's expensive.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, the Melting Pot is very expensive. And, fondue had its day. It's still cute. It's still sexy. My kids love it.
To me, it's a lot like hibachi.
Yes.
Where you do it maybe for a birthday.
Special.
But it's not something that's like, hey, it's this weekend, let's go do hibachi, or, it's rare.
It's a little pricey to be able to do it on the reg.
Yeah.
You're right, though. It did have its day, though.
It did. Fondue had its day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've closed their Coconut Grove and Kendall locations in South Florida. Now, they're still open in Coral Springs, Cooper City, Boca, and Palm Beach Gardens.
The Gardens one is the one where Panda and I went on our first solo date.
Oh.
Just the two of us and a little pot of cheese. Dippy.
Now, the question is, did he get you the shredder on night number 1?
He did not. Come on.
No shred, no. No shredding, unfortunately. Yeah, that's too bad. Got an email here from Barbara. She said, sorry, guys. While Kevin rarely missteps, this one is too fun to not point out. During the No Name movie game on Friday, Kevin gave the clue of 11 jurors, or typically 12. You're right about that. Absolutely, Barbara Sue. I don't know why I got that in my head. But yeah, 12, I think, is typically what they have. I think I gave the clue for 11.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Maybe you had one that was in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was it. There was only 11 that I saw in my mind's eye right there.
One of them was pooping.
Maybe you have mold in your house and none of it's your fault.
Yes. And then Rose said, I was listening to your Normal or Nope on Friday, and you're talking about baseball and the player Bryce Harper. Kevin said he is a Washington Nationals player when, in fact, he's a Philadelphia Phillies player. So, in fact, Kevin is wrong, and he calls himself a sports fan. Love y'all, Rose. Yeah, I knew that. I thought I said was because I was talking about how he used to do his spring training. And
back in the day.
Yeah, but who knows? I might have said is instead of was. I don't know. It's possible.
We'll give you some grace.
Okay.
We knew you knew that.
I did know that, but yeah.
It's Kevin Ralston. He used to have a sports podcast, lady.
You say as many words as I did. There are a few that might be wrong.
You jumble.
Yes, of course of the day. That's why we count them back.
Yeah.
Every week.
And they had 3 today already.
It's fine. It's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's June 1st. It's hurricane season.
I can't believe it's already June.
I can't believe it's already June.
And another thing that we fumbled with was trying to figure out which episode of Bar Rescue Virginia was actually on. And we couldn't remember the town correctly, nor the name of the bar she actually was in for the episode. But Ralph is saying it is season 9, episode 16. I'm watching it right now.
Okay. And it is Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
I knew it was up there in the Treasure Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like with the bit, Kevin had to shut it down.
Oh, I've cross-contaminated so many of Kevin's bits. He does have to shut it down.
Now, here is a word that is a definite misstep, and it's cost yet another reality show contestant. Love Island USA has removed cast member Vasana Montgomery after old videos showed her using a racial slur.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the show dismissed a contestant for the same reason last season, so it's not deja vu, because I was like, oh, I thought I heard that before. They did it actually last season.
They will go dig in all your videos, so if you've said anything stupid, scrub your social media before you go on these shows, moron.
And stop saying racist things.
And stop saying racist
Stop
things.
using it. In fact, I saw a thread today where somebody was asking, it was intended for a younger audience. I think it was on Reddit or one of those threads, and they were talking about, are you hearing a lot of people in Miami using the N-word?
Really?
And it was a lot of Hispanics and whatnot that were talking about it. And some are like, yeah, we do hear some people using it, but other people are like, look, it's a word. I've just said it's not going to go over well. Just don't. Just don't. I mean, it's just, why is it worth?
It's not.
Why do you want to use it?
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Why do you need that word?
Yeah.
Just don't do it. It's a bad look.
It is used a lot. I mean, I hear my friends or my son's friends when they're out. Now, a lot of them are black, but they use it a lot. And that's where I'm always and my son, he's usually kind of the odd man out. He's the white kid.
Well, he needs to not use it.
I know. I agree. I've told him that.
Even if all of his friends in his friend group are.
And I listen, and I have not heard him use it. But
Good.
Like I said, I mean, he was with a group there were 5 of them. He was the only white kid, and they were all throwing. I'm like, I was paying attention. I'm like, all right, just don't use it, because they were using it.
What would you do if you heard him say that?
I would just tell him, be like, look, I know your friends are using it, and it's probably a weird thing, because look, for him, I don't think he grew up with the same kind of racial tension that we did. I noticed kids, and I love to see it. They seem like his group is a lot more mixed. They have some Hispanic kids, but he's the minority in his group. I think it's only he and one other white kid that hang out, and all the rest of their friends, for the most part. There's about 10 of them that all hang out together, but there's like one Hispanic kid, and the rest of them are black. And so the N-word gets thrown around a lot. And I'm like, I just hope he gets it. And it'd be like, look, there's a time and people hear it and they're not going to like it. And I know you think, well, it's in your songs, it's in your movies, all your friends are saying it. And it's got to be a weird thing, because
the
he
rules
doesn't
are different for you.
And it's hard to explain, because he didn't see the racial tension that had happened long before. He didn't grow up in that kind of climate. I don't think that he's seen all that stuff. So for him to try to explain why you can't use it, he's not understanding it. And I get it. I'd be like, look, it's just trust me on this.
Just trust your dad.
Yeah.
We don't want to put you in any kind of situation where people don't know you and they're going to judge you and possibly try to hurt you. Just don't use it. There's no circumstance where you should ever use it. It's never going to be good.
Right.
It's always going to be better to eliminate that word from your vocabulary.
Yeah. So this girl, I guess, in one clip, she uses the N-word while playing an arcade game, and another, she raps along to a song containing the word. And I've seen that before, too, where some white girls, that happened before. I think it was a sorority trip. And they were on a bus, and they were singing the N-word, and it was in a hip-hop song, and they were getting massively blasted. Like, we were just singing the lyrics to the song. It's
just the optics. We can't tell you, what to do, but if you post that on the internet, you will get such backlash. Why would you want the optics of that? Why would you want to use that word? You got to just let it go.
Well, and look, I just don't like the word, period. And honestly, it still rattles me even when his black friends are saying it, and I hear it. I shudder when I hear it. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to, it's their own call, and let their parents deal with it. So I just don't like the word, period. But, it will. He's just, I think some kids, they don't fully understand the double standard. And I'm like, it's just one of those things where it's like, trust me on it.
Just trust your dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it looks like another girl is canceled because of it and losing her big chance at Love Island.
Love Island, a bunch of baddies, man. They're always, all they do is throwing liquor down everyone's throat and then I'm just trying to bang each other. What could go wrong?
Oh, it makes for great reality TV.
Some of it, they had me the first year we had the American Love Island, I was hooked because they played it every single night at 8 o'clock and the announcer guy cracked me up. I haven't gone back.
They knew what they were doing.
One season was enough for me. I kind of got it out of my system.
Mm-hmm. Got an email here from Cheryl about scams. She said, I was listening to the live show and scams came up. I wanted to put out a PSA about common scam right now. I work for one of the largest banks in the U.S. The way the scam goes is a fraudster will call you claiming to be the bank and that you've had fraud on your account. They tell you that they are sending someone to pick up your debit card. When they arrive at your home, they request the card and the PIN number. They then tell you that you have a new card on the way in the mail. They then wipe out all your accounts. We've had several people come in with this scam. I'm here to tell you that the banks will never, ever come to your house. They will always send you to a branch. Is anything nefarious with your account? So please, if someone reaches out to you and you're not sure if it's fraud, hang up and call the number on the back of your debit credit card. Side note, I'm going to let Virginia know exactly how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator. A crocodile will say after a while and an alligator will say see you later.
That's all.
All right.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you were saying earlier you were texting my wife and it's coming up my name and somebody texted and they say, with regard to Kevin and the Queen's phone numbers being mixed up in Virginia's phone, why can't you just edit their contact name in your phone? If you know you're texting with the Queen, but it comes up as Kevin, just edit the name. You don't have to go back to the phone store, Kevin. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on. I mean, everything appears right in our phones, and I showed the guy, and he's like, I don't know. He said, I think maybe it might be this thing that is, and I think what it is, it's that family share plan when you have that kind of stuff. And so he changed something, and he said you shouldn't have that issue at all again, and he hit a button.
He changed it in your phone.
Maybe.
But my phone is still what you had before.
Could be, possibly.
I have to edit. That makes sense.
Maybe that's what it is. I mean, just try that and see if it's still doing it.
Let me try that.
If it is, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. You ever had that where all the experts are baffled? You're baffled. You're clearly baffled because you don't know it yourself.
I live baffled.
Yeah, there are times where it's so confusing to me. I don't even know how to look up the problem. I go, how would I even ask how to solve this? I can't even explain what I'm doing here.
I don't know how to tell you what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, I just know I'm messing up.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Now, Jeff asked a question here. He said, I love my wife to the end of my days, but when it comes to cooking, it's either her way or the highway. I usually do most of the cooking, but every now and then she wants to prove that she can cook. I bought a very nice pork loin, and I wanted to cook it in the crock pot, but before that, it should be braised in a frying pan and then into the crock pot on slow for about 5 hours. She totally disregarded my suggestion and did it her way. Make a long story short, it turned out tough. The potatoes were not cooked all the way. How do I tell her that it was not cooked all the way in the way it should have been? She tries her hardest, and I love her so much for trying, but please, I need advice.
Oh, boy, this is tough because if she's really trying hard and she's doing her best and she's making this food for you and it's taken her hours and she's putting love into it and it's still not tasting right.
Some people just suck at cooking.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think everyone can get better. I think it's one of those things where if you learn, I think you can get good.
But some people just have it and some people just don't. And I think if you don't, you need to follow recipes. You need to be very, very strict with following recipes because cooking on the fly is not something that everybody can do.
Well, there are just some things where it is tough, especially since it sounds like he wants to control and he wants to cook, and you pay money for a pork loin and that money is kind of wasted because they insist it. And I would think she would be able to taste it and taste the difference and be like, I'm just not good enough. Now, maybe some people are just blinded. They don't fully understand. Maybe it's like somebody who doesn't understand that they look terrible with the clothes they choose, or that they're massively overweight or underweight, or just maybe there's that kind of dysmorphia. Maybe it's the same thing with cooking. You can't realize that you can't cook, and yet you insist that you're a great cook and you suck.
You gotta, as you're eating it, just be like, thank you so much. You put so much work and time into this, and I really, really appreciate it. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about how we can make it better. Like, here's the texture. Here's what it should be. Here's what it is. Here's how to make it better. Like, maybe you can give her coaching while you guys are eating it, but like positive reinforcement. You can't be mean about it.
It sounds like she has her own way. It's her way or the highway is what he's saying. And so when they try to cook, she's like, no. And she doesn't do it the right way. She insists on doing it her way, but it's the wrong way. And I think that's what the issue is. And he's getting frustrated saying, no, like, I know. Well, you just listen to me. You're not a good cook. I'm the good cook. And yet you insist on doing everything your way, and it is the wrong way. And I know that can happen in relationships, and that can get frustrating.
You identify?
Oh my gosh, so often. And you're just like, all right, just, you know what? I don't need the fight isn't worth it. I don't want the pain of the fight. So it's like, let's just do it. Whatever.
Just get DoorDash.
I'll eat a terrible ass pork loin and try to act like I like it and put a ton of gravy on it or whatever. And just,
Yeah, I mean, that will make your life a lot happier and simpler. Somebody told me this one time. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right?
Exactly. And I always choose happy.
Wayne Dyer used to say that a lot.
And it's so true.
And you don't learn that until you've gone through a few fires and you've fought and you're like, I'm right. And then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm right. But am I happy? Well, nobody around me is happy. I'm not even happy. Mm-hmm. So what did I do all this for? Yeah, I was right. But now here we are with everybody's feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so look, when she wants to cook and I would just let her have full reign of it. Just be like, okay, this meal's probably going to suck, and write it off. And just, but it is what it is. But then you have times when you cook, be like, look, let me handle this one. Give me a chance to cook one time on my own.
Rotate
to let me,
cooks.
Yes. Because that's not fair for you to do it every single time. And then, in between, you eat out other places and whatever. So
let your kids rate the meal.
Yeah, depending on the kid.
Make the kids say, okay, who cooks better, mommy or daddy?
There was a family we grew up in Lake Park with, and everybody in their family sucked at cooking. Mm-hmm. There was, I think, 8 people in the family. They all would cook, and everyone would make the shittiest meal. I go, maybe it's taught.
Maybe it's hereditary.
Yeah, exactly.
Your DNA is bad at cooking.
But everyone, people would go, they have the shittiest food, right? Yes. I go, why do they all eat this?
Yeah, it could be. Jill said, I don't cook anymore. We do the ideal nutrition.
Yeah, that's amazing.
People do love that.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually saw this. Apparently, it's better for your health, not just in the food, but mentally. It says making healthy food easier to access, especially through prepared meal delivery services like Ideal Nutrition, may help reduce depression symptoms.
Yeah, I believe that.
They say adults with moderate to moderately severe depression who received ready-to-eat, minimally processed meals showed greater improvements in mood than participants who received only nutritional guidance and prepared meals themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense to me because sometimes you eat your feelings and you can feel like crap after.
And sometimes you're tired and you just don't have the will to do a lot of things, much less cook. And it's one less stressful thing on your plate. And you open it up and it makes you happy because it's good and it's nutritious and it's minimally processed and it's good for you. And so you're doing good things for your psyche and your health.
Yeah, they're saying convenience is probably it because depression often makes everyday tasks like grocery shopping, meal planning, cooking, and decision-making feel overwhelming.
Yes.
And so by removing those barriers, healthy eating became easier and more consistent, and it helped relieve the depression symptoms. Like, that's wild, isn't it?
That is wild.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that are kind of working out with that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I love it. I'd never go back to anything else. And I couldn't imagine having that luxury now. I don't know what I'd do.
They have a great word of mouth People really do talk highly of that company.
It's affordable.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's come right to your doorstep. And now we know it cures depression.
Yeah. They just, honestly, I don't know how they keep the price points the way they do.
They should put that in the tagline.
Yeah. You know what? I was going to send it to him and be like, hey, you want to do a little ad campaign? You talk about how you're better on people who have depression.
Totally.
And it does make sense. Look, I love that because I kind of took that up a couple of years ago, and I don't want to go as crazy as the people who wear the exact same outfit every day. You know, you've probably seen that. There's a couple of people who have done it, but it is about trying to minimize all those little decisions you have to make it easier so your true brain, because even when you're making those kind of decisions, like what's for dinner, you're zapping brain power. And I'm like, I want to save my brain power for the decisions that really matter.
Right. The career stuff.
Yeah.
The
Got to be
stuff
sharp
that
on that.
really sucks my brain power.
Well, it's your phone's like your brain is like your phone. It's like the battery will go dead. Then it's just not going to work as effective. Jbird, you said you had a question about some of those Beyond Burgers and just, I guess, how they look. And I know some people have gone that route. Now, is that the vegan stuff that people get?
Yeah, what is that stuff made of? Because it's really kind of
supposed to be plant-based.
Yeah. Do you ever mess with that stuff?
I don't, but I have. I just don't on the reg.
I've heard mixed things about whether it's healthy or not.
Well, it's highly processed.
Yeah.
So do with that what you will, because as we're out here yelling, processed, bad. Then we're like, okay, eat this Beyond Meat. Well, it's processed.
It can get kind of slimy, and if you don't overcook it almost. So the texture is really a big thing with me with food. Sometimes you eat one of those things, you're like, this tastes, what is this?
Texture is very important. The guy went off of Top Chef this week for texture.
Yeah.
They sent him home because his meal that he prepared, the texture wasn't right.
All right, now I know who gets eliminated from Top Chef this week.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, they say the health concerns with the Beyond Burgers and stuff like that, the plant-based alternative to beef, they say highly processed ingredients, pea protein isolate and potato starches. And they say diets high in processed foods have been linked to obesity.
There you go. So
it's the weirdest thing. Like you see people that are vegans and they're overweight, and you're like, that's wild.
And vegan food is so expensive, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because you got to pay for all that processing and fancy marketing.
They say it's got a high sodium content.
It has to, because they're trying to make peas taste like beef.
Yeah.
You got to put a bunch of seasoning in there.
It is weird, especially if you've ever had one that's undercooked and you've had that slime feeling. It's tough to go back sometimes.
You know what you need in your life? You need more fish. You need to start eating more fish.
I'll do what Denny's does and just take fish pills.
Yeah, fish oil.
Or the oil, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people like that.
No, you need to get like some real ass fish.
I just
bake it.
I'm not a big fish guy.
Well, maybe you should try.
I like popcorn shrimp.
Popcorn shrimp is the lowest budget form of seafood anyone can consume.
And I don't even know if anyone even eats that anymore.
They do, but they're usually like 4.
Yeah, exactly.
They said a potential contaminant. Some research raises concerns about heavy metal contamination like lead and cadmium. And pea protein isolates.
See, you think you're doing something healthy, and it's exactly the opposite.
Yeah,
beyond me, beyond the grave.
GMO, genetically modified ingredients like canola oil and sugar may be found extensively in some of these things. And also, it can cause digestive and allergic reactions like some people have digestive issues or allergies to it, the pea protein and other additives that it might have.
Yeah, I don't love it. I just don't love the over-processed part. Listen to all that crap they have to add to it to make it taste like a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, just eat a cheeseburger.
Well, we touched on it earlier that we had the story in the Whacked Out News about how they're going to release all these millions of mosquitoes. Google, which is odd. Like, why is Google behind that?
Yeah, now Google is in the insect business?
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing. And the odd connection was Bill Gates, Microsoft guy, and there are people now, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I'll tell you just the accusations being made against him on X is that there's conspiracy theories that he is releasing ticks and they're finding them being dropped on farms and places like that.
Boxes of ticks.
And even if that's not happening, it does seem like there is a lot of ticks happening, at least in the Northeast. I had seen that. And there's this weird thing happening when people are getting bit by ticks, they become allergic to meat.
They can't eat red meat anymore, which is exactly his agenda.
Right. And then I guess he's got a lot of the alternative meat products. And so they're like, if a guy's trying to corner the market, if you can get everybody allergic to red meat, then you move them over to your product because that's all they can consume.
Evil.
Which, I mean, it's a conspiracy theory. So,
but he's gone on record saying there's too many people on this planet and he wishes we had less. That man has said that.
He said that.
Yeah. Pull up the interviews because they play them on TikTok all the time.
Okay.
To back up their conspiracy theory that he wants us, or most of us, dead.
It is weird hearing just some people with a lot of money saying some cryptic, odd shit lately. It's weird. Something's coming.
Well, he's actually got the money to be able to put that kind of a plan in motion, like a Dr. Evil. Like he could actually do all this crazy shit that they're accusing him of with the ticks and the meat and the too many people.
Yeah, I mean, there are some groups, a lot of people talk about the Illuminati and whatnot, and whether or not that thing exists, there are at least groups of powerful people that have, and they still happen today. And what they talk about, what they manipulate, I don't know, but it's a lot of the richest, most powerful people in the world that are in these select little groups, and they make decisions that we're unaware of, I'm sure affect our daily lives.
I'm sure. If you knew, you would be shocked.
I don't know if
the
you want
fingers that they have of your pudding, their fingers are in a lot of your pudding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So who knows? The world's a crazy place these days, isn't it?
Kay Pennington had it right. Stay home. Agoraphobic for life.
I'm not going to lie. Indoors, I really do like the indoors.
It's a lot less drama. None of those ticks that are going to make you allergic to meat.
Well, every time I go out, I just feel like I'm either running in dog shit or some odd...
Stepping in a hole.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, let me just stay in.
Do have some information if you've got kids and you're looking to do this summer reading. I know my wife dropped off a bag of books for you, Virginia, and your son Rocco's going to get into it.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to be so mad when I come home today with a giant shopping bag full of books.
Yep. And with University of Florida's Lastinger Center, this information is Florida students can get 11 free books plus activities. Got to apply by July 12th. No income limits to participate. Visit the website for eligibility information. It looks like scholastic.com.
Okay.
If you're looking for some free books, you can do that.
Free is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And KVJ, is free as well. So you can check that out. It's not reading, but it is soothing, apparently. Jetty, the boat dog, was having some issues, according to Becky. She said, we're traveling with our 9-year-old dog and the kids to see family. And when we got there, our normally very calm, mellow golden retriever would not relax. He was pacing and barking while we were having dinner. So I went to sit with him on the patio. I tried calmly petting him and he was still worked up. So to calm my nerves, I do what I always do. I put on KVJ, on KVJ TV on YouTube. And in 2 seconds, old Jetty, the boat dog, he laid down and he totally relaxed. And then he fell asleep. My whole family thought it was so cute and sweet that even our dog is a KVJ Nationer.
Aww.
I love it.
So good boy.
We put even dogs to sleep. There you go.
Not bad.
Brag about,
I like that tagline.
Not meaning that we euthanize them.
No, we would never.
No, not especially not Jetty. So
we love dogs.
That's lovely. So love to do that. Anything that we can do positively for dogs, we're all about it. All right, thanks for those emails. Send them to us, mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.